Judge has decided the driver who crashed into a New Braunfels church bus and killed 13 people should spend 55 years behind bars. But it's what happened after that sentence was read that surprised people in the courtroom, including our own reporter. KXAN's Lauren Landman spoke to several people who lost a parent in the crash.
It was another very emotional day inside the courtroom. After Jack Young was sentenced, family members were able to speak with him. Almost all were in tears, and almost all chose to give him a hug and tell him they forgive him.
And before I walked out of there, I gave him a hug and I told him, you do well in there, and you can be out of there before those 55 years and you can have a productive life.
It's not what you would expect to see in a courtroom. Between the tears, there wasn't anger or bitterness. There was love and compassion.
There was a great concern for Jack Young from the people who had every right to be jumping up and down, wanting him hung from a tree.
The 55-year sentence came just minutes after Young stepped off the stand. Young admitted to the judge that he smoked marijuana every day, and the day of the crash was no different. He says he smoked at 3 a.m. that morning. Cell phone video shows Young swerving back and forth on the highway before the crash. On the stand, Young says he didn't even realize he was driving that way. To family members, he said he was sorry and agreed he needed to be punished, even saying if he had a choice to step away and receive no time, he would choose prison.
Jack Young did not intend to kill anyone that day when he got up. However, he did intend to become very intoxicated, and he did intend to drive a car, which resulted in those deaths. He must be held responsible for that.
Family members say they received justice and can now move forward.
The roads will be a little bit safer for a little while for somebody else because Jack won't be on them.
Young will be eligible for parole after he serves half of his sentence. If he does get out early, he will then be on parole for the remainder of his 55 years. Reporting in Uvalde, Lauren Landman, KXAN News.
Cameras were not allowed in the courtroom, and in his testimony, Young said he was raped as a child and developed drug habits. He also said on the day of the crash, he was fighting to keep his dog out of the front seat. The dog was found alive in the woods. Young was facing up to 270 years in prison.